Thanks for joining me. I'd like to show you a little tour of the lighting situation that I have in my little camper. We'll start with these. The over the bed lights are battery operated. I very seldom use them. They actually were installed in the camper when I bought it. I should say not installed, it's just a bar that has a hook on the back. But because they run on AA batteries, I don't tend to use them because AA batteries do cost a lot. You've got to keep buying them. But having said that, I've had those for nearly a year, well, probably about 7 months. Not that I use them very often, but I have used them and they are shining really brightly. They're adjustable and LEDs, so of course they're quite good. Now, the fairy lights, ideally I would like those to be a softer, warmer light. They're the standard white LED, which I've strung up just by using strategically placed hooks, and I don't know if you can see, yeah, there we go. So, some hooks and sucker stick-on. Oh, I must remember to slow down, it's so annoying when... But I have them strung around, that goes over the galley, across all the heating, adjusting fan things around. I've had to wait till dusk, and so we've got a nice sunset going on, because I tried last night to do a video, but my face was, I looked like the ghost of Marley with the LED lights in here. It tended to be a little bit, what's the word, white out. Okay, so that's the sort of thing that I tend to use, that's my favourite. I just put those on at night. I'll try and slowly bring you around, because I have two USB, oh, no, not USB, they're actually like, you know what I mean, cigarette lighter, car cigarette lighter doohickeys. A big fat thumb was in the way. So I've got two there, and that was a double one, so I tend to use that for charging my phone, my iPad, and my laptop, all that sort of thing. Because I'll try and take you around again slowly, because there are two which were really handy because they were by the bed. Now, how are you going to see them? I need to get another light. Now, this is another one I use a lot. I'll put it down here. Now, this has got a solar. I'll have to put my big light on. Excuse me. Oh, that's better. Now we have light on the subject. I won't blind you, but we've overhead there's an LED strip, and that lights this whole van up wonderfully. I mean, just that one light is all you need. But this is quite a good little light because it's a radio. It's one of those emergency type things. It's got a solar panel thing on the top. It's also a torch, which is really handy, and it's got the crank on the other side for if you're in a cave, say, and you haven't got any light. And so yeah, so that's a little handy light. It's the only one I need. Now, lost my plug-ins. There they are. So those two there, I was using them, but then when I came to start my van, I found that the battery was flat. So I suspect what's happening is that those are actually connected to the cab, not to the cab, to the ute itself, not the house battery, which is charged by a solar panel. Right, I've turned the main light off. So let's see if our motion sensor, there we go, that's the motion sensor I was showing you about in a previous video. And that's brilliant because it actually lights up the little galley if I just want a drink of water or something. Sorry about the mess in the galley, but it's life. There's also a light there which I can turn on if I can which does give me lots of light over the sink, etc. I don't tend to use the actual little sink that's there. I use one of those collapsible bowls, and I find that much easier because I can actually just empty the water out, and it's a lot bigger than the little sink. Okay, so oops, sorry about this. So I put this big light on again, and as you can see, if I can withdraw further enough back from there so that you can see, I have lots of light in here. I really need a fisheye lens or something because it's very difficult to try and get a lot of the camper in view at the same, all together at the same time. Those of you that are fairly astute may notice that I've actually made some covers for the squabs. So I just made them like a duvet. Not a duvet, what am I saying? A fitted sheet. And put elastic in the back. I've just got to make the little straps that clip them on at the back. So you see the domes. I had to go and hunt for the domes today so that I could do that. But yeah, it's lightened the place up a little bit. And I think that's it's an important aspect when looking at lighting. The place was looking quite dark. Because I have those wooden features on the cabinets and the walls, etc. It makes it quite dark in here. I have a wee skylight above me which lets in some light, but it can tend to be quite dark in the winter time. So I did have some throws on those two little couches, but I found that with the one that I've got on the couch I'm sitting on, it made the place quite dark. So by using a upholstery fabric, it's 100% cotton, as I do like natural fibres where I can. I got those, and I find that that's lightened the place up a lot, which makes it a lot easier to keep light. That makes sense. Now another thing that you may be interested in is this light. It's actually for reading or knitting, but I keep looking at the wrong end of my phone, and I look like an idiot because I'm looking at the wrong spot. But if you can see, these are kind of bendy, look, so you can bend them up in any direction. But I actually got it for knitting and reading. But these have got 3 settings on them. I'm holding my camera, so I'll just use the one. So that you get the nice soft one. Then you get the double one, I think it is. Then you get the white one, and then the third one's off. So you can have one or the other one on, whichever one you want. But I find these really great. The other night I wanted to go out and do something, and the whole place was in complete darkness. And so when you're wanting to use your hands, like I was emptying something and getting a bucket of water, yeah, if you have this around your neck, you can angle it any way you want. And I'm doing it again. I'm looking at the wrong end of the camera, so I look like I'm looking suspiciously over my shoulder. Yeah, so this is absolutely brilliant. Because I've got the big light on, maybe I'll turn that one off. Okay, let's have a look, see what you can see. But yeah, I don't know if that's showing very well, but yeah, very, very handy these are. I really like them. Okay, I keep calling that the big light. I don't know why I call it a big light. It's hardly big, is it? It's the biggest one in here. And yeah, if I turn it on, as I say, if you need a lot of light, that's the one, my go-to. I like the string lights around the outside there to give us a little ambience. If I'm just scrolling, watching YouTube, something like that, then it's good enough to just give some sort of light. So yeah. right. Look at that. Oh, I wish I could remember which end of the phone has the camera. One more thing that I forgot to show you is this one here. Now, excuse the bugs in it because that's what it's for. If I put it on the blue light, it's actually blue, but it's coming out purple on my camera for some reason. But that really great. Again, this is a USB charged one. I shall put this is the one I actually tend to use. I have it hanging beside the bed, so it has, you click it once, you get one light, but brighter, not even brighter still, and off. That's a relief, isn't it? But yeah, I have that hanging beside the bed on a hook. I've left them, oops, if I can, oh, I'm useless at this, I really am. I need to take a lesson in how to use a camera. But yeah, it hangs on that hook, so I can reach it from where I sleep in bed and turn the mozzie light if I can hear a mozzie, and or I can put the light on if I need to. Yes, I don't think I mentioned that the fairy lights, string lights, whatever you want to call them, they are plugged into the USB all the time. They're not separately charged. I didn't really explain that. I just leave them plugged in and just pull them out when I want to turn them off. There's no on and off switch or anything like that. But I hope I know I'm certainly no expert at doing these videos, but I thought I'm an inquisitive person and I like to know how things work. I like to know how people live in different circumstances to myself. So I hope that you out there will do the same and be interested to see how the lighting works in here. I've gone through a winter and not had any problems with the solar panel keeping up with everything. As I said, I charge my phone, the fans, the lights, everything is charged on the battery that the solar panel charges. This little one is USB, so it'll go flat eventually, and then I've just got to charge it up again, so that's all right. So yeah, the USB chargeable appliances, if you can call them that, are just wonderful. There's so many out there now. So yeah, this is great. I see the light. I've seen the light.